Hello, class. I'm delighted to have the opportunity to speak to you today about running meetings in social service organizations with a focus on Robert's rules. Now, meetings are crucial in any organization, especially in a social service organization where there needs to be a lot of contact between staff. Meetings provide an opportunity for members to come together to discuss, plan, and make decisions that impact the organization and its beneficiaries. And effective meetings are key to ensuring that the organization runs smoothly and effectively. Now, Robert's Rules of Order is a set of parliamentary procedures designed to help organizations conduct meetings effectively and democratically. It was developed by U.S. Army officer Henry Martin Robert, who recognized the need for a standard set of rules to help organizations run their meetings efficiently and with fairness. Now, during this lecture, we will focus on three main themes related to running meetings in social service organizations with Robert's Rules. First, we will explore the importance of preparation, because preparing for a meeting is essential for its success. It involves creating an agenda, distributing it to members beforehand, and ensuring that all necessary materials are available. Now, we will discuss how to prepare an effective agenda, how to distribute it to members, and how to ensure that all necessary materials are available. There's also the role of the chairperson, because the chairperson plays a crucial role in ensuring that meetings run smoothly and efficiently. So we'll discuss the chairperson's responsibilities, including setting the tone for the meeting, keeping the meeting on track, and ensuring that all members have a chance to speak. And finally, understanding Robert's Rules, because Robert's Rules can sometimes be daunting for those of you who are not familiar with them, but they are essential as a tool for ensuring that meetings run smoothly and fairly. So we will discuss the key principles of Robert's Rules, including how to make a motion, how to second a motion, and how to vote. So in today's lecture, as I mentioned, we will be exploring the importance of preparation, chairing a meeting, and understanding Robert's Rules. But as always, I'd like to start off with a little story. So today, let's delve into the story of Henry Martin Robert, the man who established the rules for meetings that we now know as Robert's Rules of Order. Henry Martin Robert was a career military officer who served in the United States Army for over 30 years. Back in 1863, Roberts attended a public meeting in Bedford, Massachusetts, where he witnessed absolute chaos and confusion as attendees struggled to conduct a vote. And this experience left a lasting impression on him, and he vowed to learn how to conduct meetings effectively. In 1876, Roberts was asked to preside over a meeting in San Francisco, California, where he witnessed another instance of disorganized and ineffective meetings procedures. And determined to find a solution, he embarked on a quest to study parliamentary law, attending meetings in various manuals and studying various manuals on the subject. And through his research, Robert realized that there was no real set of rules for conducting meetings, and that many meetings suffered from a lack of structure and organization. And this led him to write out his own set of rules, which he presented in 1876 as a pamphlet called The Pocket Manual of Rules of Order for Deliberative Assemblies. The popularity of the pamphlet led Robert to expand and revise his rules, resulting in the publication of the first edition of Robert's Rules of Order in 1876. And the book was an instant success, and it remains a popular guide for conducting meetings to this day. So, what can we learn from Henry Martin Roberts' story? Well, one important lesson is the importance of perseverance. Robert was not content to simply accept the chaos and confusion he witnessed at meetings. Instead, he dedicated himself to find a solution, and his efforts resulted in the creation of a set of rules that have helped countless organizations conduct meetings effectively. Another lesson we can take from Robert's story is the importance of seeking out knowledge and expertise. Robert realized that he lacked the knowledge and skills necessary to conduct effective meetings. So he set out to learn as much as he could about parliamentary law. He dedicated himself to learning, ultimately to the creation of the Robert's Rules of Order. And finally, Robert's story reminds us of the power of a single person to effect change. Robert was one simple man, but his dedication and hard work resulted in the creation of a set of rules that has had a significant impact on the ways that we do meetings and conduct ourselves in organizations around the world. So, let's start off by exploring the importance of preparation in meetings. It's always important to prepare for meetings in social service organizations because meetings are an essential part of the life of a social service organization. It provides a platform for members to collaborate, for members to make decisions that impact the organization and the people that they serve. Effective meetings, therefore, really require careful planning and preparation to ensure that everyone is on the same page and that the meeting runs smoothly and efficiently. And one of the primary reasons why preparation is essential for meetings in social service settings is that these meetings often deal with sensitive and complex issues. For example, a meeting of a non-profit organization that provides support to families affected by domestic violence may need to discuss how to allocate funding for their programs or address a situation where a volunteer is accused of inappropriate behavior. These are complex issues that require thoughtful consideration and planning to ensure that everyone is heard and that decisions are made in the best interests of the organization and its beneficiaries. Another reason why preparation is crucial for meetings in social service settings is that these meetings often involve a diverse group of stakeholders. Social service organizations may include staff members, volunteers, beneficiaries, and community members, each with their own unique perspective and ideas. An effective preparation can help ensure that everyone is aware of the agenda and has an opportunity to prepare their thoughts and ideas in advance. And research has also shown that preparation is crucial for effective meetings. A study conducted by the Harvard Business Review found that managers who spent time preparing for meetings were, overall, more effective in achieving their goals and influencing the outcomes. The study found that managers who prepared well for meetings were better able to communicate their ideas, establish trust with colleagues, and build consensus around decisions. In social service settings, preparation can take many forms, including creating an agenda, distributing the agenda in advance, and ensuring that all necessary materials are available. For example, a meeting of a community-based organization that provides support to low-income families may need to discuss how to address a sudden increase in demand for their services. The agenda for this meeting might include an overview of the situation, a discussion of possible solutions, and a plan for how to move forward. The meeting organizer might also provide relevant data and reports to help inform the discussion. Effective preparation can also help ensure that the meetings are more efficient and more productive. For example, a study published in the Journal of Business and Psychology found that meetings that included a clear agenda and prepared participants were more likely to be perceived as productive and lead to successful outcomes. In essence, preparation is a very important component of effective meetings. Now, we need to kind of always be mindful that meetings that deal particularly with sensitive and complex issues and involve a diverse group of stakeholders really do require careful planning and careful preparation to ensure that everyone is heard and that decisions are made in the best interests both of the organization and, of course, of those that the organization serves. And research has shown that preparation is crucial for effective meetings. A specific example from social service settings really demonstrates that the importance of preparation for achieving specific outcomes. So what are some things that you can do in order to prepare for a meeting? Well, first thing to do is to review the agenda. The first step in preparing for a meeting is to obviously write out the agenda and review the agenda. And the agenda outlines the topics that will be discussed during the meeting and the order in which they will be discussed. So reviewing the agenda in advance can help you prepare your thoughts and ideas on each and every topic and ensure that you are familiar with the meeting's goals. It's also important to gather relevant information. Now, depending on the meeting's nature, it may be helpful to gather some relevant information in advance. And this might include gathering whatever reports are pertinent to the items on the agenda, any data or other materials that will be discussed in the meeting, and simply to make sure that you've reviewed and understand this information before the meeting so that you can contribute meaningfully to the discussion. It's also important, I think, to set some objectives for the meeting so that you can ensure that it is productive and that you're simply not having a meeting for the meeting's sake, but that you're achieving the desired outcomes. And this might be identifying specific issues that you want to address or questions that you want to ask. And by setting objectives in advance, you can focus your participation in the meeting and contribute effectively to the discussion. It's also important sometimes to prepare some talking points because it can be helpful to actively engage with the agenda items. And these talking points, these key talking points, will help you to come up with questions or answer any questions that may be part of the discussion. And so by preparing talking points in advance, you can ensure that you don't forget anything important and that you are able to communicate your ideas effectively. Of course, it's always important to consider your audience. When preparing for a meeting, it is essential to consider the audience. And this might include thinking about the other participants' perspectives, the goals and communication styles of each participant. It might also be considering tailoring your participation in the meeting in a way that maximizes its effectiveness. And of course, something that's always important within communication, and that is practicing active listening. Active listening is an essential component of effective meeting participation. So make sure to listen carefully to what others are saying, ask questions when necessary, seek clarification when needed, And by practicing active listening, you can contribute more meaningfully to the discussion and help the meeting achieve its overall goals. So we're going to pause there and let you take a little bit of a break. And when we come back, we will explore what it takes to chair a meeting, as well as some details of Robert's Rules of Meetings. Hope you enjoyed the lecture thus far, and I will see you in a little while. You take care. Goodbye.